Already got the pills. There's really no reason to go dig up the poor man's body for his key card to open up a door I've already opened. Hey Naoka, I kind of well, there's no way around of saying it. I broke into a storage bin and stole drugs for you.
Yeah.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam. This is HML4 Gaming. Welcome you back to the Outer Worlds. In the last episode we made our way to Stellar's Bay. We paid Gladys $10,000 for the nav key to fly here to this not particularly good looking from very far away Stellar's Bay. Yeah, having trouble loading. So I think we're finally getting into the nitty gritty of the mid game. So we're taking a look at some of the other areas in in Stellar's Bay. Well, we're on Monarch. But yeah, I mean, maybe in the beginning bits they were working on, but just walking around Stellar's Bay, boy. Boy, stuff is having a hard time loading.
She's always cranky.
And things just don't load in very well. But that's what we're here to see. We're here to see how the Outer Worlds runs on the Switch, how it all works, what it looks like, and hopefully we'll be completing the game pretty soon. But as always, I'm Adam. Welcome to anybody new in the audience. We play a lot of RPGs here, so right now we're playing through the Outer Worlds, so if you liked it, please subscribe, hit like, give me comments down below of what you're enjoying so far. If any of the people have been here since episode 1, please chime in, let me know what you've been enjoying, what kept you around. Definitely can't be me, but, I appreciate it either way. Let's head in, and we're here to speak to you, Naoka, having a beer and whatnot. What's going on? Hey girl, hey. And if I can press the right button, that'd be great.
And the little bastard's slippery, right? On account of its blood. So it's sliding all over the place, trying to crawl away. Getting so I can't tell the blood from the mud.
I'm just gonna let her keep drunk talking.
But I gotta get in there. Get right in that baby rap's stomach and dig it out. If so much as a drop of stomach acid got on that medallion, I don't know what I'd do. Might be I'd hunt every damn wrapped out there. Right. What are you staring? Wait. You ain't from around here. Who are you?
I'm Adam. Are you always this drunk?
If you think this is drunk, I gotta... you need to get out more. Sit. Partake. Buy me a drink and let's chat.
Sure, another round, barkeep.
Outstanding. What are you doing in Stellar Bay, stranger?
I was told you can help me find an information broker.
Well. Let's get down to brass nuts then, shall we? Wait, that ain't it. Brass rats? Let's talk business.
Let's do this. Let's talk business.
I'm headed back out there after I sober up. You want a guide sooner than that? You have to get me something to clear my head.
Not really in the mood to do any more fetch quests.
More than you have, I suspect. I plan to sit here and drink until I find myself awoke and sober.
Fine, what do you need?
Outstanding! Our dispensary here maintains a stock of, well, I don't rightly know what they are. Steroid or caffeine somethings? Pills. They're very good. I'm cut off for the money, on account of needing one just about every damn day. But I'm sure you've got your wily ways. Fetch me one and we'll be all set.
You mean caffeinoids? That stuff's just a stimulant.
Well, they work. We got a deal or what?
Alright, be right back. Get Naoka's medicine from the MSI dispensary. Am I going in the right place? Oh wait, no I'm not. I definitely know I'm not, because this is a door I can just break into. Instead of just talking to the lady downstairs. Whoops.
If Velma's capable of running the warehouse, she can certainly pick up her own caffeinoid.
Don't be so hard on her. With Brax missing, she's working doubles and needs a little edge.
Very well, dearie. But you stop by any time you like, hmm?
Oh jeez.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Hello, Abigail Edwards.
Hello,
Oh, you look pretty
dearie.
good. You look
Well,
like
I don't
a
believe I've
reskinned
seen
Gladys.
You before. And with sweet cheeks like those, I'd remember.
Oh my god, she does.
Quite the bedside
I don't know
manner,
if that's
lady.
intentional or not.
Well, it's so rare I get the pleasure of new company.
Are you
What
Gladys's
can Auntie
sister?
Abigail do for you?
I've been asked to pick up a caffeinoid supplement.
And what a helpful young lady you are. Nothing like a little pill to liven up the spirits.
Whiskey helps, too.
Please leave medical advice to the professionals. Now, dearie, who's this pickup for?
I don't know, Auntie. You have to pry the secret from my sweet little cheeks. I'm just gonna lie.
I'm so sorry, but with the iconoclasts and the marauder filth chasing away what little trade we get, I'm afraid I have to reserve my supply for Stellar Bay residents. Our reserves have gotten so low, I've even had to start locking the supply room upstairs. Isn't it a shame what some people will do to get a little extra?
Oh, that's just awful.
Isn't it just?
I don't know if she's just
I'd
messing
make
with
an
me.
exception for you if I could, my little cherub. Is there anyone else needing a special pickup from Auntie Abigail?
Naoka.
Oh, her. It's none of my business, but I have told her Dr. Williams would bump up her monthly allotment if only she'd join MSI. Contribute like the rest of us. Now I've gone and said too much. And you know me, dearie. I don't like to pry.
There must be a way I can increase Naoka's allotment.
I'm afraid not. Dr. Williams managed the town's allotments from his terminal upstairs. Even I can't access them.
Like with Intimidate 50, enough sweet talk. Get me caffeinoids, or you'll need a taste of your own medicine. Persuade 30. I thought you were in charge around here, Auntie. You sure ought to be.
Oh, you flatter an old woman. Me, I'm just here to be a pretty face for the customers. And to keep an extra key to the supply room, for all the times Dr. Williams misplaced his.
Remind me, what's slide room?
The one upstairs, where we store our medicines.
And where can I find this Dr. Williams?
In the town graveyard, I'm afraid.
Oh, jeez.
Poor man was always searching for the Flower of Enlightenment. On the way, he tried some rather daring substance combinations.
Flower of Enlightenment?
It's a philosophist symbol of some kind, dearie. Never you mind. The graveyard's near the southern ruins. You're certainly welcome to pay our respects, but the bodies tend to attract beasties.
You're gonna go tussle with some raptidons? Because I've been practicing my dropkick.
Do be careful. I'd hate for anything to happen. Chin up, dearie.
Oh, I guess this Abigail old granny was actually being sincere. Oh, I wonder if I can just lockpick the door. Am I able to just lockpick the door? Oh yeah, I can just lockpick the door. Forget the dude's key. I got a level just by walking upstairs and picking up a bottle. Let's just do that quick level up, and I think this is a perk level up. Let's get our guns up in a little bit. Armor penetration, heavy weapon reload speed. Let's get our sneak up a little bit. Pickpocket now I can do. I probably should get all these inspirations up. Because companions, I mean, that's all good and all. I also want to get, might as well just get everything to 50. There we go. Alright, and that's good enough for me. And I think, yep, this is a perk level. Bonus to extra headshot weak spot damage. Absolutely. Sounds good to me. Time tactical dilation and headshots. What do I have? 2 quest markers. Dr. Williams. Oh. I don't even need to go see the dude's body. I don't know why that just doesn't fail that part of, well, not fail, but get rid of that objective. I've already got the pills. There's really no reason to go dig up the poor man's body for his key card to open up a door I've already opened. Hey Naoka, I kind of well, there's no way around of saying it. I broke into a storage bin and stole drugs for you.
You're back. Good news? Bad news?
Can I say bad news?
All of the above?
I've got your magic pills. These things are dangerous, you know.
Says someone who's never had any fun.
Ellie, you're not helping.
Exactly. See? I'm glad someone on your crew's got some sensible, got her head on straight. Whew, that hits the spot. Right in the, oh, no, there it is. There it is. Yes. We're in business. Let's go.
That was fast. I gotta see about stalking some on the ship.
You be careful. The first one's free. After that, they'll offer you gainful employment.
Glad to have you.
Great. Where to?
Let's find the information broker.
Oh, Hiram? I ain't checked in on that man in an age. He's running the giant radio tower we lovingly call Devil's Peak. We'll be going south and west, mostly along the road till we're past Fallbrook. Out there, there's a western slope that'll lead us through some fun. You like hunting, right? That's fun. If you're more of a spelunker, Rotting River will take you into the mountain caverns. We can discuss options when we get closer. That said, 3's already a crowd. I don't mind waiting somewhere until you got a spot open.
Felix, we got a ship.
Mighty big gun you got there. I'm looking forward to seeing you use it. That's a pretty big gun for a hunter.
I don't know what the game's like on Terra 2, but out here, the daintier weapons ain't gonna cut it. Manosaurs require stopping power.
Yeah, but what's left after you're done with them?
Yeah. Alright, and I think we can talk to other people? Or no, there was the dude that Max wanted to talk to. So let me get Max in the party and we'll be able to talk to that dude to get his quest a little bit progressed. I also want to go back and do Parvati's mission and get Max up and running to get all the sub-quests done before we progress with the story a little bit. So, wait, that's the broker. Don't I need Max with me probably for that? Yeah, so let's get Max with us and then head back. We're about to head in and find the scholar for Vicar Max. After we picked him up from the ship really quick. Oh, he's probably... I thought he was in this bar. Okay. Around back of the bar, maybe? Hello? No? No? Terrible. I'm trying to get around the geometry over here. Okay. Well, I'm dumb. Oh. Oh, I thought he was inside of Stellar's Bay. Where is he then? The Empty Man. He is super far away. That's all the way through the wilderness and all this. Oh, here I thought we needed Vicar Max and he was right here in Stellar's Bay. Oh, well, obviously he's not. So that basically says screw that. And I guess we'll just put back our regular thing and just look around town, I guess, for a little bit. Who's boys in trouble? Who? You? Are you talking?
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you?
Actually, nothing. And actually, I am one of hers. Okay, so what? Oh, you. I was like, who the hell's Agnes Needleham? Hello?
Oh, thank you for stopping. Everyone acts
She
like
kind of
I'm
reminded me
wrong,
of like an
but my
old
little
like
boy
Knights
is
of the
an
Republic
arrested
cowering
vindicated
like
by some
animation.
vile creature. Please, you have to help me get my little Tucker back. He ran away and is going to get himself killed. Oh, I just know a raptidon is melting him with acid as we speak.
Well then, then get over it. Your child's missing? Where would you seen him last?
Oh, I just knew you were a good person. Agnes, I said, this is the woman to save your little Tucky. And I was right.
I mean, you were
Ran
kind of
out the
cowering
wilderness
into
a
the
few days
ground.
ago. I warned him about the raptidons, mantisaurs, and marauders, the toxic sulfur pools, and poisonous glands, but he didn't listen. Please, won't you go and find my boy?
Why would Tucker run away?
He's been pining for an adventure. Says he's tired of living cooped up behind the walls. But he doesn't understand how dangerous it is out there. I warned him. A raptidon would snap him up first chance it got. I just know one's ripped his arm off and is gnawing on his sweet little fingers.
Oh, Jesus.
He should have listened to his mama. I promised I'd keep him safe here with me.
Where would he have gone? And you sound overprotective much.
He's been listening to those awful broadcasts that the iconoclasts put out. I begged Sanjar to put a stop to them, but did he? No. And now I just know my boys run off to Amber Heights. That is, if a manta queen hasn't spooled out and eaten his entrails for breakfast already.
If a queen got to him, he died quick. Ought to be thankful for that. Most aren't so lucky.
Whoa, Nayoka. Jesus.
Oh, where's my fainting chair? I can't take this.
What were you saying about iconoclasts?
Those low-life degenerates leading innocent boys into a life of danger. Oh, they make it sound so exciting. Like it's noble to risk it all out there, fighting for the greater good. How noble is it to worry your loved ones? Not at all, I say. But still they preach their sermons of anarchy and rebellion to anyone who'll listen. If they weren't holed up in Amber Heights, I'd knock them all upside the head.
She'd go over there and show her how much of a Karen she is. Where is Amber Heights?
That old settlement, southwest of Stiller Bay. I don't know which is worse, the thought of my son shacking up with them nutty iconoclasts, or that he never made it. Sprats could be nesting in his rotting body alongside the
Oh
road.
my God, this lady
as
has a
we
vivid
speak.
imagination.
Or maybe Marauders got him, pulled all his teeth out, crushed him into their drugs, and made him snort them. Oh, the things that could
God,
happen
they're
to
snorting
my
your child's
sweet
dead
baby.
body? Jesus Christ. Is there a reward for that last comment?
Well, I guess I can't ask you to leave the town walls for free. It is deathly dangerous out there. I got some bits saved up for a rainy day. I'll give you every last one if you just bring my Tucker back to me. I won't even be mad at him running off. You tell him
Lies.
I won't be mad.
Lies. I'll help you find your son.
Thank you. Oh, I know he'll be safe now that someone's able to fetch him home. You look for him in Amber Heights, you hear? It's down the road southwest of town. I'm sure he made it that far. I just know it. And if you find any of them iconoclasts indoctrinating my boy, you punch them in the mouths. Tell them what I think of them luring little boys away from their mamas. It's immoral.
Jesus Christ. I'm sure there's definitely a background story to that. How she's like super overprotective and he just couldn't take it anymore, if I had to guess. Well, they did talk about that Sanjar guy, and I'm guessing he's here in this, oh, literally right in the front door. Like, it's kind of funny how you think, it's like you walk in this front door, it's like, are the two main people of this entire building just standing casually staring at the front door waiting for someone to say hi?
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
And that's how people
Just
stare at
make
each
sure
other, I
it's
guess.
properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Hello, Mr. Sanjar. I've heard about
Well.
you.
New business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
Moisten the loins.
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
No, you have a meeting with me. It's very generous of you. I kind of really... Screw it.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
I'm looking for information broker.
Out at Devil's Peak?
Oh, he
If
immediately
you're
knew
headed
who
that
I was
far,
looking for.
I see you've brought the right woman for the job.
Damn right.
But if you're here for him, I suppose that means you aren't here for Saltuna.
Hey, could always be both. If I have to eat one of the more weird science project passed off as food in this sprat fucking colony, I'm going to stab someone. Hey, it can always be both.
Now, there's no need to humor me. I'm used to this particular letdown. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board.
What are you hoping to accomplish exactly?
Thanks to the
I know, I kinda
so-called
read that in
hazard
reverse.
clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources and protection for 10 years now.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much as a thought for the folks left behind.
Something to be said for perseverance. I endeavor to persevere myself.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions, such arrangements are precarious.
And you hired of scrounging and scraping by, is that it?
Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but a rather costly paramour.
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
I don't know what intellectualism means, but if someone's willing to build us a few practical things around here, I ain't gonna judge them on account of their beliefs.
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain.
So what do you mean to do about it?
Well, Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Returning to the board is your only chance if you hope to survive here on Monarch. That doesn't mean it'll be easily achievable.
Indeed not. No worthwhile plan was ever simple. That's what I always say.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
This lady knows what's going on.
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach, and the first part involves seeing Stellar Bay properly defended.
Okay, how long did it take you to figure that you need defending your city?
Not long, but the devil is always in the details. And the salient detail here is a Bolt 52 cartridge. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
And what exactly is this Bolt 52?
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Oh, I don't have enough freaking intelligence, ordnance, or ordinance. So, if I wanted to be intelligent, I'm guessing I can think of it as a bomb or just a law. So where do I find one?
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in. These days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons.
Why are you saying it that way?
Saying what? Which way?
Arms. You're saying arms instead of arms.
That's just what it's called. It's supposed to stand for something, but I forget what.
I'm sure I'll know when I find it.
Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Okay.
What can I do for you?
Some other questions. I met Grimm at the landing pad.
I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff?
He's a world-class moron. Did a bang-up job.
Well, that's excellent. I'll see that your feedback makes it into his review. What else can I do for you? Then it's
MSI
good
in
that I
the old
keep such
days?
meticulous notes.
How did MSI get off the board in the first place?
I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employed were part of the board's own bylaws.
Do you mean that you initiated your own removal from the board?
Not intentionally, though that's technically true. For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back then, it was known as Terra 1.
Terra 1 and Terra 2. I see the board put their best people on that one.
Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names. After all, the whole point of terraforming was to make them Earth-like.
Here, though, the results were mixed.
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards just gave them a reason to put to paper.
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, they decided to pull out.
But not you guys, right?
Our leadership at the time certainly wanted to.
And how did that work out?
Most regard Monarch as a lost cause. But there were others of us who saw an opportunity. The chance to improve working hours and conditions, to reform MSI from the ground up.
How forward-thinking of you.
It's humane, but it's also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the data bears that out. Anyway, we learned of a loophole in the corporate bylaws that would allow MSI to claim ownership of the entire planet once the other corporations pulled out, creating the perfect environment for us to enact these new reforms.
Using the board's own tools against them. Clever.
That's what I thought. But the senior executives laughed in our faces and insisted we'd be relocating to Terra 2 along with everyone else.
I hope you gave them the finger.
In a manner of speaking, many of us stayed behind, in an act of quiet but firm defiance. As the most senior executive remaining, I ended up in charge of what was left of MSI. I moved forward with our planned reforms, as well as our strategy to assume ownership of the planet. Yet not long after I renamed it Monarch, the other corporations dislodged us from the board and began an official campaign to paint us as lawless savages.
That's low even for them.
I don't think I realized how far they'd stoop. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons to declare us outlaws. I do think there's something useful in a governing body like the board. Something that keeps us from anarchy, but I dearly wish it functioned differently.
What's the hazard clause?
It's straight bullshit is what it is. A fabrication rich folks use to preserve their investments by leaving a lot of people here to die slow.
Nyoka has the right of it. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location that it deems dangerous.
A necessary evil for the greater good of society.
That's exactly how the board describes it.
And they invoked it on Monarch?
Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Rather hard to run a business that way.
So why exactly do you want to get back into the board then?
Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and infrastructure in Halcyon.
Without the board, chaos would overtake the system. Working within the established order isn't a principle to snub one's nose at, Captain.
Yeah, that'd go a long way toward rebuilding our homes.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community, and being cut off means slow strangulation.
And they treated you pretty roughly. It's worth going back to that.
I'm not a man to put pride before progress. If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, then that's the path I mean to pursue. Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part will allow us a more equitable relationship.
Leverage, you say?
Don't get ahead of yourself, sir.
Yes. It'll be easier to explain once we have the Bolt 52. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here, and who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we could spread them to other corporations. What can I do for you?
Alright, and I guess that's it. Can I talk to you for anything?
Greetings, and welcome to Monarch Stellar Industries, producers and purveyors of the finest salt tuna in Halcyon. What can I do for you today?
You seem way too cheery. Grim asked me to check with you about his tossball player.
You know,
Or his poster,
sending you
rather.
is the first bright idea I've seen from that man, because I told him to stop bothering me about it a week ago. I still don't know anything about it, but if you want to help him, Velma's the one to ask. She's in the warehouse. But I'll warn you, Grim wore her patience thin a long time ago.
Earlier I heard you say you were having money trouble.
Not at all. Mr. Nandi treats us all right and pays us well. I just spent most of my paycheck on Raptidon acid.
Excuse me? Do you normally blow your money on Rapidon parts?
Laws, no. Sometimes it's canid teeth, or mantis worm wings. Whatever Sebastian has in stock, really.
Why are you buying so much? Oh, no, I don't care about why you're buying so much. If you have bits to spend, then why some trash to sell you?
So I can talk to him, of course. He doesn't get going about much else. Sort of the strong, silent type. Unfortunately, my apartment's kind of filling up with his stuff. And some of the neighbors are complaining about the smell.
So you just buy the stuff to talk to the dude? You don't even want it? Just ask him on a date.
I couldn't. What if he says no? Hey, maybe you could ask him for me. I mean, a no would still be bad, but it won't be quite as embarrassing if you ask.
Of course.
Oh, Mr. Nandi's doing that thing where he breathes through his nose real slowly. I'd better get back to work.
What do you see in this dude?
He doesn't talk much, but he's got this quiet intensity, you know? Like there's stuff going on inside his head that you have no idea about.
That's not
Plus,
very good.
He's got great legs. It's hard to find a man who doesn't skimp on lower body exercises.
Never skip leg day. You really want to be with someone you can't talk to?
You think that's what I'm looking for? You're funny.
There are other fish in the sea, that's all I need to know.
Sorry, sometimes I get carried away.
Okay. Let's do that really quick. It should be a side quest now. Celia taking a liking to Sebastian, but she's too shy to ask him himself. So where is this guy? Oh, he's literally right there. Alright, well this should be simple enough. Oh god, I can't wait to see what this dude... Even though I can barely see him on my recording.
Hello,
It's
stranger.
so dark.
Can I interest you in raptidon tongue? Or maybe some canid toenails? You look like a woman who's looking for some mostly fresh animal parts.
Oh, how could you tell?
Sebastian, you ever get your hands on those pheromone sacs? Manipillars ain't gonna hunt themselves, you know.
I must have hunted a dozen, but I couldn't find a single sack on any of them. Must be looking in the wrong place.
Manipillars ain't got pheromone sacs. I just told him that so he'd stop asking me for advice.
At least I'm getting a good haul of claws in the process. You're in good hands, traveling with Monarch's top merc. Still, if you want any rat glands or manticlaws, I've got you covered.
Let's talk about Celia, the girl who's just buying all your stuff.
Huh. I haven't seen her in a few days, but I've been meaning to ask her how that raptidon acid is working out. I hope it's working okay, because no one else really seems interested in this stuff.
Would you consider going on a date with her?
Wait, I see what's going on. She put you up to this so she could get a discount, hmm?
Oh yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I'd like to give her a discount. She's a real fine lady. Always talks nice and slow, so I understand. But if I give her one, I won't hardly make a bit, on account of no one else having any use for raptidon tongues.
Persuade a 30, or I can just pay him off. Don't take my word for it. Spend some time with her. I promise she won't ask for a discount.
You sound pretty sure. And she is awful nice. Okay, I'll do it. Once her shift ends, we'll go someplace nice. Maybe to Chef Raymond's.
Oh, Chef Raymond's. Alright, something easy and simple like that. And then let me just walk 20 meters away to tell her, hey, good news, you're going to Chef Raymond's.
Have you talked to Sebastian yet? What did he say?
He said, let's go on a date.
Okay, but how did he say it? Did he sound excited?
No.
Or like he was just agreeing to it? Was he like, yay, a date with Celia?
He
I've
likes you,
secretly been waiting
Celia.
for
Just
this.
don't
Or was
ask
it
him
more?
for a discount.
Sure, I don't have anything else going on.
Just don't ask him for a discount.
Not to worry. If I never buy another Raptidon tongue, it'll be too soon. Ah, look at me going on. I'm sure you've got other things to do, and Mr. Nandi's giving me that back-to-work look. Anyhow, thank you.
Thank you for paying me $375 to walk back and forth and do a 30 speech check. Okay. So what else we got going? So we have Radio Free Monarch, which is technically the main overall quest, where I have to get out to Devil's Peak to talk to this information broker to find the chemicals for what's-his-face. Grim Tomorrow, this thing about the dude in his tossball poster. Family Matters, looking to Tuckler. Okay, yeah, find the boy that's probably ran away for a good reason. Tree of the Missing Codes. Lila has heard her ancient stellar bay recently received the information he's holding on Salvation. Locate, deliver. Main to Fallbrook. Where's that at? Is that close by? Or is that outside of here too? Passcode. It says 90 some meters. Oh, I can just check on the map, Adam. Come on. Local. Is it here? Space-time continuum. So it is here. Alright, so that's good. Yeah, no, it's in the logo. Okay, so maybe we'll start next episode with that. Bolt, get the bolt in the abandoned building in Stellar's Bay. Where's that? Oh, that's close by too. Oh, okay, so we got some pretty decent quests to do next. Journey through smoke, another thing in Roseway. Lilith said she dropped... Oh, that stupid thing. We'll go back and do that maybe eventually. Maybe. Weapons from the Void. Acquire the science weapon on the Groundbreaker. Remember from the Groundbreaker scientists who... Okay. Acquire Phineas science weapons. Drinking sapphire wine is Parvati. Parvati wants to go drinking on the bar of the Groundbreaker. Maybe we'll start the episode with that, because that's relatively simple. Parvati just wants to go drinking. Best way to start an episode. The Empty Man, that's somewhere on this planet. Search Hawthorne's terminal. That's something easy to pick up too to get Sam going. So yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. We have a direction. We have quite a variety of quests to do. And hopefully you join me for that in the next episode. I hope you enjoyed. Please hit like, hit the subscribe button, do all that fun stuff. Help me grow, help me get the motivation to keep going, whether I needed that or not. I know obviously with the holidays wrapped up, we can finally get back to normal. Hopefully be more consistent with the uploads. I try to at least get a few videos out a week. I would love to do every day, but just the way my work schedule is, I would love to just sit home all day and record. But hey, you got to make that 9 to 5, 40-hour-a-week money still. But I am enjoying it. I am very appreciative of all the support and comments and likes and all that stuff on the channel. Even though I have less than 100 subscribers, you know, shout out to everyone that actually comes back and watches these videos. Or if you're new here, you know, hello, my name is Adam. If you want to go back and watch pretty much all my videos on my channel, pretty decent amount. I know, and if the farther back you go, the crappier quality it is, but I think that you can say that about anyone's YouTube channel. And I am just rambling on in a tangent. And again, I hope you join me for the next time here in the Outer Worlds on the Switch. And again, my name is Adam. This has been HMO4 Gaming. Thank you very much, so much for stopping by. Have a great day.